shift the lumbar, that arch, and advance the pelvic, you are going to arch more. Therefore, the shoulder above the sit bone, and then advance the upper part of the pelvis, the start up, without arching. Therefore, to advance that without touching that, you have to use there the part and straighten that. So you have to use the abdominal back muscle, psoas, all those muscles, to straighten the lumbar. The thing is to carry, when the lumbar are arched like that, you don't carry your back. You let the vertebra support each other through the disc. And therefore you compress the disc. And that should not be. You should carry yourself with the muscles. Because let the disc carry each other. In 20 years you are going to be in trouble. You are going to have a lot of pain in the back. It's the muscles who carry the vertebra. That's where they are there for. And therefore, when you ride, the tone you need to put to carry your vertebra is the conversation with the horse. When you advance the pelvic, you upper thigh to a narrower contact and narrow the corridor. The upper thigh hug the vertebral column. And that's how you bend, that's how you move the shoulder, that's how you go straight. All the part which is moving is between your upper thigh. And therefore, it is the upper thigh. We are going to do all the dialogue with the horse. The neck can help or counteract. And if the neck is bent, the shoulder will tend to go the wrong way, go the other way. Therefore, the neck must not be more bent than the thoracic. When you do the pirouette, there is no bend, very little. Because you look for the rotation, you look for the lift. Therefore, you don't need the lateral movement, you need the lift. And therefore, during the pirouette, the pelvic moves the shoulder. And if the neck is bent, that work against. If she bends, she will push the shoulder to the right, doing the pirouette left. Now then you change direction. And then you need the two elements of your legs that you need. It's the upper thigh, which are going to have an effect on the thoracic vertebra, and the calf, which are going to have an effect on the hind legs, the position and the activity. Therefore, as the pelvic advances, the thigh becomes vertical and the calf moves backward. The lower part of the legs moves backward a little, and then the calf touches the body. As the calf touches the body, you can use it more or less according to what you want. The calves are going to be used for the straightness, for the activity, and special movements such as adduction. So the heel, do not push the heel down, because if you do that, you will squeeze the thigh above the knee. But moving the legs back from the knee does not help either. Because then you have to squeeze. If you move the legs back from the knee, you will squeeze the thigh above the knee. You don't need this part. You need the higher part. You need the upper thigh. Where are the vertebrae? The knee are on the ribs. The ribs are no effect. There are a lot of theory about the ribs. That's ridiculous. If you look at the muscles, there is very few muscles. It's a very thin layer of muscles around the ribs. Therefore, the ribs really have nothing to do. They are just to keep the internal organ. But in motion, they are not involved at all. So you don't need the thigh above the knee. You need the upper thigh and you need the calf. And the calf is plus they have to be on the wider part of the horse body because it's easy to have contact without having to squeeze the legs all the time. For now, you adjust the reins. Shorter. And then, as soon as the reins are adjusted, advance the body, advance the pelvic, open the chest, but don't arch the back. Put the back straight, put the lumbar, the vertebral column straight. And then collect the walk. Then put the legs where you have the two are too much turned inside. So that makes you squeeze your thigh above the knee. You need to have the calf on contact. The upper thigh and the calf. And then slow the walk. Therefore, make adjustment. Don't repeat the same thing. Make adjustment. If you don't respond, it's because somewhere in your body you don't tell her how to do it. Therefore, don't arch the back. That could be a problem. Don't put the toe inside. That could be a problem. Keep the arms soft. Shorter the legs. Open the chest. Go taller. Try different coordination to make her slowing down the walk. Now, more than that. Advance the pelvic. She doesn't slow down. Okay? But you don't advance the pelvic more. Therefore, she will not slow down. Advance the pelvic more. More, with the back more straight. Until she slows down. If she doesn't slow down, you don't do it. Become taller. Taller. There. That's a normal holding. Less than that, you are slack. Tall. Now, keep the hand there. And now advance that. No. There. Don't move the shoulder. Advance the pelvic. Without arching the back. Advance the pelvic. Therefore you have to open the chest. Advance the pelvic. More than that. And taller. Yeah. And now advance the pelvic. Opening the chest. There. And that's what you need to do. But even there, you don't do it too much. And you can move more than that. You can advance the pelvic more than that. So go back to the normal position, put the lumbar vertebra straight and become taller. For now, advance the upper part of the pelvic and that advance the spine between the shoulder blades. So advance all the spine, not the shoulder, advance all the spine between your shoulder blades. So go to the front, then your shoulder blades touch each other in your back. Go to the front. So advance the pelvic until your shoulder blades touch. Okay, so you can do it. So why you don't do it on a horse? Okay? It's how you are going to collect her. That's how. For now, how you collect her. You use the hand. You keep the hand steady. Okay? And then you advance until she slows down. doesn't slow down, advance more. If she doesn't slow down, it's because she doesn't feel you. Advance more. What you do, you advance a little, very little, and then you try to fix it with the hand. So of course it does not work. She pulls, the back is low, and therefore then she cannot follow the back. So redo it, keep the hands steady, become taller, 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 straight the lombaire, taller. Grow 5 inches. Yeah, then don't put the legs forward, keep the legs back. En avant. Advance the pelvic and the spine between the shoulder blade in the same time without arching the lombaire. Advance the pelvic, become taller, and the spine between the shoulder blades. So you stop there, and then you do it. Now put the neck straight, and then advance the pelvic and the chest. Advance all the vertebral column between the shoulder blade, more, and therefore, and then instead of arching the lombaire, work with the upper part. So advance the spine until your shoulder blade touch each other in your back. Yeah. Therefore you can do it. That's exactly what you need to do when you ride. And you have to go as far as you have to until she slows down. It's not an obedience, it's a response to force. So you think obedience, you advance a little and you think she should respond. Why? If she doesn't feel you, she doesn't respond. When you talk to somebody, if you have to raise a voice, you do it. If they don't hear you, you raise a voice, you adapt. You do it, which is the only thing you can do. But do the same when you ride. If she don't hear, when you do that, you barely move, you do that. And if you don't have the response, do more. Then stay there. If you stay there, nothing will change. And then you go to the hand, and then she became angry. You see? So that's where is I don't know why you stuck yourself there. You create some kind of rule in your mind. It's a dialogue. It's a dialogue. It's a body language, but it's a dialogue. If I speak like that and you don't hear me, but I speak louder, then you can hear me. So why you don't do that to her? But you don't. You keep talking the same way, and then you start to do more hand, and then it's over. And then mechanically she cannot respond. So therefore adjust, have the reins adjust. But what you are going to do there, you are going to place your body tall, okay? And then as she starts, close the legs a little, and then stay there, and she will start slow. And if you don't pull, it's the entire body, it's not one part. There is no edge. All this concept does not exist. The edge are just the word of a language. You learn the word, you learn the vocabulary. That's not the language. The language adds grammar, syntax, emotion. The language is your body. Your hand, your legs, everything is part of the language. But they all have to work in the same time. It's more or less done. It's a language. It's not head. It's a language. And then you change the tone according to the response of the horse. So adjust the reins, and then place your body tall. Advance the pelvic, open the chest, put your lumbar vertebra straight, go, taller, 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 and then close your shoulder blade in your back, taller, stop, and then stay like that. One arm move one step at a time, but don't let the reins go. So put your hand on the base of the neck, taller, taller, chest open, no eye contact. The first five are the one where your également. Therefore, face right. And then taller, yeah. Yes. Then she slow down. It's that simple. Well, now, when you are like that, okay, and she starts to slow down, turn the shoulder to the right, therefore exactly the same way to use your body, just facing right. Therefore, because you have to use all your body, if you twist the spine to the right, it will not work. You have to have the pelvic, the back, the shoulder, facing the same direction, and the head. Then your spine is in line. Therefore, I can become taller this way, or I can become taller this way, except the spine is in line. If I twist, then it will not work. If I do all those bizarre things, it will not work. But that or that, it's the same. The spine is straight. And that you are going to help her to figure, by the adduction of the forelegs, keep the trunk up. So readjust the reins, and then become taller, and carry yourself tall. Yeah, and then advance the pelvic until your shoulder blades touch each other in your back. Yeah, and have contact. On now decide to move slowly, therefore it's a tone of your abdominal muscles. Have contact, rein shorter, and move slowly. The first stride are the easier to control. Yeah. Move one step. Now, don't let the rein go. The rein adjust and the hand on the neck. If the hand are on the neck, she will not be able to pull the reins out of your hand. Shorter than that and on the neck. Oh, and then taller. Check now. Close your shoulder blade until they touch each other in your back. Yeah. And now taller. Put more tone on the abdominal. And now when she walks, it's the abdominal who are going to control her. Therefore, walk slowly, one step at a time. Face left, make her turn left. Then bend the neck. Turn with the pelvic. Make her go left. Yeah, taller, the shoulder blade in the back. Yeah, there she responds. Mais face left. Taller. Then go back with the knee up and all these things. Keep the legs back, face left with the pelvic, and close the shoulder blade in the back. Face left. No, not the hand. Face left with the pelvic. The shoulder face right. Yeah, legs back. And now face right. Taller. Yeah, there you back. Yeah, face right. No, don't twist. Face. Yeah, she responds. Oh, but now face left. And then, because she's still too fast, taller, facing left and facing right. Yeah, then she responds. Yeah, there. It's very easy. And then face right. Put the legs back. Turn the pelvic, the back, the shoulder in one piece and become taller. And she will go slower. Taller. Yeah, like that. Yeah, no, taller. Don't give up when she slows down. When she slows down, she responds to you. Therefore, keep it. Face right. Yeah, well, when you feel that, that's what you need to feel all the time. Oh no, that's wrong. Therefore, face left, turn the pelvic, the back, the shoulder. It's a dynamic. Don't twist the spine. Face left, pelvic, back, shoulder, face left. The legs back, the legs back. So then, she put you on the right side. Okay? She put you on the right side. Like compensate with the glute and compensate with the stirrup. Keep your weight on the left. Dopletter, shift you to the right. The pelvic advance, the shoulder, face left. Now, don't bend the neck. Don't bend the neck. Well, now, face right. The pelvic advance. don't arch, put the legs back. Tall, chest open, don't bend the neck, put the neck straight. Pelvic advance, close the shoulder blade in the back. Pelvic advance, yeah, and now legs back. More tone, yeah, there, legs. And the hands adjust, yeah. Oh, now as soon as she's going to, yeah, now as soon as she's going to slow down, there, go straight. But slow, don't bend the neck. Keep the same coordination of the body, she will stay slow. But then you go back on a pirouette. You should put the legs back. The pelvic advance, the shoulder blade, yeah, carry yourself. Yeah, then you can be soft in the hand. Turn the shoulder more. Legs back. Pelvic advance, chest open, do not bend the neck. Straight the neck. Pelvic advance, face right. Taller, you collapse. Face right. Chest, legs back, pelvic advance, chest open. Now go left, straight the neck, do not bend the neck. Keep the legs back, keep the pelvic advance, stay very tall, keep the chest open, the hand on the base of the neck. Bon, turn left, turn the shoulder to the left, and then legs back, straight the body to slow the walk. Straight the body, don't move laterally. Let her walk, let the blood pressure go down. You start to do it okay. But what makes you lose it? The legs, the legs forward, so that put the pelvic backward, and then not enough tone, you collapse. You need to carry yourself. Every time you carry yourself, she responds. But then if you collapse, you go back to a posture instead of the dynamic, then you lose her, and then you have to do the hand. The third reason why you lose her, it's a bending of the neck. You bend the neck, well, because you want to go right, left, don't bend the neck, put the neck straight, it's easier. Bending the neck makes you do what you want to do first, is sink to turning with the hand. And that's terrible. That's terrible. Because it's pulling. And then the pulling contest starts. So that's the thing you need to think about it. You have to get rid of that. The way to get rid of those bad habits is to think about it. Adjust the reins, and then decide, concentrate, okay, if I have to tell you to put the legs back every 2 minutes, you don't think about it. If I have to tell you to keep the neck straight, you don't think about it. For now, become taller, don't arch the lumbar, taller, and open the chest, then she responds. And then turn left. Yeah, the neck straight, yeah, and then turn right. No, don't bend the neck. The legs are forward. Turn right. Yeah, don't push on the neck with the reins. Now, once the pelvic, she speed up. Therefore, if she speed up, become taller. Don't arch the lumbar, become taller. She speed up because you collapse. Taller. Yeah. And now face left. Taller, then fall on your butt. Taller. Taller, the lombaire, right. Yeah, then soft in your arm. Then face right. Taller. Taller, she speed up. Have a dialogue. Yeah, you need to keep her like that. And now face left. Taller. Therefore, when she speed up, you collapse. So, yeah, there. Keep her like that. Yeah, that's your job. That's your back. And now turn right. But don't turn with the hand, you will lose everything. Stay, don't fall right, left. Don't put your legs forward. Keep the pelvic advanced. Taller, taller, taller. She don't need your hand, she needs your back. There. There. Do it right, she will respond. But it's not postural, it's tonic. Legs back, taller. Taller, taller, taller. More. Now face left. Ah, like that. That's where you need to be, never less than that. So. And now face right, and during those succession of turns, right and left, when she speeds up, you collapse, taller. Then bend the neck, taller, the tone, respond with your body. Put your hand quiet, don't use your hand. And now turn left, taller, don't arch, lift your body. There she responds. The shoulder back, the spine straight, and the vertebral column, the shoulder blade close in the back. Yeah, but don't arch the lombaire, taller. There, then she responds. Yeah, there she responds. So now, when she's going to lose it, I recreate it by recreating the same tone of your back, not using the hand. No, but then she speed up, recreate it. Change the tone in your body. So don't move laterally, don't move sideways. Change the tone, taller, until she responds. There. Yeah, that's what you need to do. Right away. Well, now do it again, because she speed up and turn right. Turn with the pelvic, taller, taller. Yeah, taller. Keep turning right, taller, taller. Don't bend the neck, you're going to around the pulling contest. Yeah, there. Then you can be soft. Or then you release too quick, put your legs back. Yeah, and taller. Chest open, pelvic advance, close your shoulder blade in the back. Yeah. And now turn left. The legs back. Taller. Taller. Don't roll your body right left. That's not enough tone. If you roll right left, you are not tonic enough. You let go. Yeah. Legs back. Taller. Taller. Yeah. Taller. There. Taller. There. She responds. No, taller. It's not postural, it's dynamic. Taller. Put more tone. Face left, put more tone. Taller. Chest open. Yeah, there. Then she responds. Then you can be soft in your hand. And then you turn right. So the hand do nothing because the neck is straight. Legs back. And then taller. Pelvic advance, then twist the spine. Don't move laterally. Don't move right left. The right left, right left. That should not happen. That's because the legs are too far forward, and therefore the knee creates the stability, and therefore you are not stable. It's an upper thigh, the stability. Taller, and don't move right left. Yeah, there. On now turn left. And taller. The lombaire more straight. The spine taller. The shoulder blade close in the back. Yeah. Don't move. Yeah, there. Taller. There. There. With the legs. The hands steady and soft. Taller. The lombaire are too hard. Taller. Then collapse. Taller. Taller. Yeah. There. That's what you need to be all the time. Yes. Okay. Bon, ben, give her a break. You feel that? That's what I'm talking about all the time. Pelvic advanced, chest open, tall, all the time. You need to be like that all the time, even now. Even when the horse gives rest, you cannot collapse. You have to carry yourself all the time. Otherwise, you ask the horse to do a job that they cannot do. Even when they go long run, they have to keep resisting gravity. They cannot relax. Those concepts are ridiculous. Gravity pull her down, even now. Therefore, if you collapse, she collapses, and then her vertebra hurt her. You need to be tall all the time. Well, the second thing, and you have to think about it, the legs. The way you put your legs, the knee close, then you are not effective. The legs need to be back, and the pelvic advance. If the legs go forward, the pelvic go backward, and then you have to arch the back to compensate. So you need to have a vertebral column as straight as possible. It's always a S shape, always. But instead of aggraving the S shape, you have to minimize the S shape. And then you arrive to function, and she responds. And then when she responds, she becomes light. You see? And that's the dialogue you miss. As soon as she don't respond, you go with more hair. Which is the worst thing to do. You need to go with the back. Because when you do it, she becomes light. Well, that's clear. If she uses her back, it's functioning. You feel that? That's what you need to decide to do. Absolutely. Absolutely. There is no... The second you suppress that, and that, no. Tac. Pelvic, chest. Usually I never say close the shoulder blade in the back, because it's a wrong reaction. But for you it works. Because you tend to arch the lumbar too much, and therefore the phrase works. The phrase provoke the right reaction. In fact, it is the spine who moves forward. It is the spine. But because you put some limitation in your mind, by telling you your shoulder blade need to touch each other, you have to go further in the spine. So it's not really pulling the shoulder blade back, it's advancing the spine until the shoulder blade touch each other. That's the way it works. Doing that, you can straighten that. That's what happened is that. Your lumbar, you arch the back, and you let the lumbar, the vertebra carry each other. It should not be, it should be the muscles. The discs are not there to support all the weight. The muscles are there to protect. It's the same for the horse. If you look at their knee, well, there are several tendons who stabilize the knee. So when the knee impacts, the tendons are part of the impact force. Okay? If the tendons are not under tension, the force is absorbed by the bone. You understand that? No. If the horse did not have the tendon system, the knee should have to be 6 times bigger to take the force. You see? It's called tensegrity. Every creature on earth do that. The dinosaur did not. That's why they became so big. But then nature realized it does not work. So much weight to move. So if their legs were 6 times bigger, they could not go fast. Okay? Therefore, nature compensates the mass of the bone by putting the joint under tension. That's called tensegrity. The phenomenon of tensegrity permits to minimize the size of the bone, but keep have the power because the tendon compensates. You see? On the knee, the fetlock, every joint works like that. Your spine works like that. Otherwise, each vertebra should have been that big. You see? If it's not compensated by the muscles, the vertebra should be that big to be able to take the stress. You see? Therefore, your spine is designed to function in tensegrity, exactly like the horse. exactly like the horseback. That's why the people who want to relax the horseback are a bunch of idiots. They cripple the horse. Tensegrity, the structure have to be under tension. That's what they are designed to do. That's why they are lighter. If nature have not been smart enough to figure that, they will have the size of a dinosaur. The bone will have to be so big, you see. The phenomenon of tensegrity is assured by tendon, ligament, muscles. Your spine is designed to function like that, exactly like their spine, their knee, their fetlock. Therefore, the tension is necessary. And when you don't do it, when you let the disc support each other, you squeeze your disc. You are going to be in trouble when you will be older. You see? When I was a kid, when I was in my 40s, with all the fracture I have, the doctor told me, you are not going to be able to move past 50. You are going to have so much arthritis. Why it did not happen? Because I'm damn energetic, damn tonic, never let go. Okay? Always, the muscle carry. I'm 71, doing pretty good. Okay? Because of that. Okay? My body functions all the time. Doing that, then, and that's what the horse feel. The horse feel. Our ancestors did not know too much about biomechanics, so they see gesture and they imagine gesture. But then, gesture are créée à haut by my muscle tone. Therefore, the equitation, our ancestors always talk about the sobriety, the subtlety of the head. The heads are invisible. Every master talk about that. How you are going to create the heads invisible is that when you replace the gesture by the muscle tone. So instead of moving, you change the tone. You have the same effect, but it's invisible because you don't move. So it's not new. La Guerinière talk about that. Okay? Newcastle, at the 17th century, they talk about that. So it's not new, but they don't really understand. They feel it by intuition, but they really don't really understand. Okay? Well, now we do. Our muscle tone, that became, so we go from gesture, the correct edge, all this crap. Well, then you replace the gesture by muscle tone. Well, that is progress. Now we realize it's even that, not that. When you change the tone, you create energy. And as you create energy, that's what they pick up. But then you go back to the history. They always talk about the softness of the heads. The softness. Effectively, if you work with energy, you have to do less. You see? So when you do all those things, you work like hell for nothing. It does not work because she protects herself. When you start to change the tone like you did there, she responds. It's less work. And then, as you get used to do that, you are going to do it with even less tone. And because it's the energy. Chazot, we work at the level of energy. I never contract anything. It's just there, pop, and then pop, 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 pop. See? In the martial art, they teach you that. They teach you that. Already, the guy is a master in a fight. Martial art, he come at every lecture I give. He don't write. Because I explain him still, then he know. And he was talking about that. He said you arrive to a point where you barely move. He said somebody punch you. Bon. And he said, I wait until the hand is there. And when the hand is there, puff, and the guy hit the wall, say, I wait. But the first reflex, somebody punch you, you contract. Say, no, you learn. You learn to master that instead of force. Intensity, you play with the energy. Say, you learn, and the guy punch you, and the hand arrive like, then puff. You see? That's how you broke your board. You put the energy on one point at one moment. It's not just horses, it's everywhere. And that's where you need to go, and she responds. That's why she's so light. She's a horse very light. When you give her the tenségrité she needs. You see? When you let go the reins, you go to the boom, boom, and then her structure hurt. They need tenségrité to be able to minimize the mass of the bone, the mass of the muscles. There is a tendon, you have a muscle there called the biceps. Bon. If you cut the biceps and you put it on a bascule, it weighs 7 kilograms. And there is a tendon in the middle. And the tendon stores the energy for the stance. And the energy creates the swing. If they did not have that, the muscle should weigh 50 kilograms to do the same work. You see? The entire body of the horse is designed for that. Super efficient. Otherwise they will be huge. They already are big enough, but they have to go fast. They are big and they have to go fast to escape the predator. Okay? That's their survival. Therefore they are create a system where they are more powerful, faster, without not so much weight. Tenségrité. And the rider have to work at this level. You see? If you collapse and do gesture, they don't understand. That's not their comfort zone. They need the tenségrity of the rider, and that need to match. Okay? Or when they tell you to move the back and all this thing, mais non. If you move more than them, you lose the tenségrity. If you disconnect, if you contract or if you relax, you lose the tenségrity. The tone is what they feel. And they feel, and the tone creates energy. That's what they feel. Okay? If you give me a finger, a polite one, the honest one is for Donald Trump. So this one, and I become tonic. You feel my energy. See? I change it. See? You don't feel my muscles. I create the energy there. I create with the muscles. That you feel the energy. I change it. You feel it. For now, I became tonic and I contract my left shoulder. You don't feel it. I am tonic. I let go my left shoulder. You feel it. I contract my left shoulder. You don't. I go. I let go. You feel. I turn my head. You don't. I put my head in line. You do. I lift my knee. You don't. I put my knee in line. You do. You see? When I am under a tone, not contraction, tone, tenségrity. You feel me? If I broke the tone somewhere, okay? So, that was good. That was good. She responded to you, and until she became sound, that's what you have to do. Minimum weight on the foreleg, and when she's sound, that's what you have to do. Okay? When they function and we don't do that, they are slaves. They are not ready for the job we ask them to do. They do it because they are gentle and they obey, but they are slaves. They are not ready to do it. They suffer. They are not lame, but they suffer the same way. And they are lame because the suffering, the abnormal stress, stride after that, create injury. But then it's a foot problem. And therefore, ease her, help her by minimizing the weight on the forelegs. How? Teach her to use her back. And she responds like that. The second you put the tone, puff. That's why if he don't respond, change the tone. Don't continue the same thing. You collapse, or you cut the energy, or you don't have enough. Hand cut the energy. I contract my shoulder, you don't feel my back, which is exactly what happened when you pull. Okay? So if she doesn't feel you, either you cut the energy somewhere, usually the hand, or the knee. When you put your leg up like that, she cannot feel your back. I lift my knee, you don't feel my back. You see? It's a phenomenon, the entire body reacts. So you make those adjustments, and then you increase the tone. Okay? But until you have the response. Not until it's supposed to be. There is no rule. Increase until you get the response. And then when you get the response, you will learn to do it with less and less force. And you will have to do very, very little, but you have to figure the force. How you get less force? You don't do less force, you do it more efficient. Your body does it more efficient. Therefore, you use less one muscle group because you use more the other. So that's how you become more efficient. You don't do less. The horse feels the same level, but you do it more efficiently. And it's less work. But you have to do it. You have to do it first. And at first you will do it with a lot of work, and then less and less and less. But you will produce the same force. You see? George, the guy, he was explaining me, he was telling me, he had a football player, 320 pounds. And George is about bigger than me, not that much. And he said, I'm not be able, he was thinking he's not going to be able to move this guy. And then he put his hand on the guy's shoulder, and he have his technique. He explained me, I don't know, it's a force of spiral in the body. And he said, I send the guy 10 feet away. Baf! 320 pounds. He said, if I had tried to do it this way, I would not have been able to move it. But by the force. Baf! You see? I put a video where I throw a knife. Well, nobody understands what I try to explain. They don't understand. But I send a knife in a plywood, 3/4 inch plywood. If I take the knife and I try to slam the plywood as strong as I can, the knife is going to go maybe 1/4 of an inch in the plywood. That's it. I throw it, and the knife goes about 1.5 inches in the plywood. It goes through 3/4 inch. The blade goes through, not a lot, but it goes through. When the knife is in, I go on the other side, I can feel the tip of the knife. I could not do that by force. Could not do it. They are the one who throw the knife, therefore it's my force. But it's different. It's a dynamic, it's the entire body. That's why you broke a board, you learn those shit. You learn to do that. That's exactly what you need to do on the horse. The dynamic, you use the force of the horse. The dynamic is how that works, and the dynamic demands tensegrity. That's where you need to work. You found it there. You did it. So put that in your mind and go there. The rest is just a joke. The reality is there. That's why I like the phrase of the guy, he's a prix Nobel of physics, he's an astrophysicist. And he says physics is the only science. The rest is just stamp collection. Well, it's still a bit hard. But it's true. It's force. It's energy. Okay?